moment we came out of our mother's womb, we've been pulled in a million direction of what we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to respond. From the first slap on the buttocks, all the way. I don't know if they do that still, but
Well, if you're not breathing, they typically
yeah, if you're not breathing, right? But we're immediately at the affect of societal expectations, cultural expectations, the nurturing of generations of belief of how human beings are supposed to be raised, how human beings are supposed to be. Our parents became certain human beings with a certain path in life, and that's all they really know based on how they were raised. And now the only thing they know to teach you is how they were taught. And so in those moments in your early stages of our lives, we may or may not be nurtured to our natural wiring. And it isn't until later in life when we start to feel the dissonance of what we've been raised and how we've been cultivated to believe. Because Larry, here's the pros and cons of human beings that most of us who are into this work, that's like in the BrainVault or everything that you do and everybody that is invested in people, we recognize something powerful about human being. The pros and cons of human beings are this. Human beings, the pros are, the human beings are amazing. We're one of the most perfect machines on the planet that can be taught and trained to do anything. The cons of a human being is we are a perfect machine, one of the most perfect machines on the planet, and we can be taught and trained to do anything. It is a double-edged sword because unless we're given an understanding of what we should actually naturally lean into, because every vehicle of human being self is different, how do we know what we're learning or taking on, subscribing to, should be something that we need to be leaning into? Right?
Yeah. Since prefrontal lobes are kind of the last to develop, if you will, from 23 to 25 years they talk about, that's a lot of training without our permission.
Right.
And a lot of people aren't aware of that. They didn't realize that they didn't subscribe to it. And I think this is what you're talking about when you're getting into cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
It's when we begin to develop that realization that this isn't working for me.
Yeah.
And if that's a big statement too, because most people say, I'm not working for me. I'm broken. I can't. And they don't realize, as you started out, the miracle machine that's capable of anything you can conceive, and yet they've been taught to measure themselves based on the results that they've been receiving.
Right.